This is Dave Johnson, and I am so excited about the Nican water systems, every one of them. Over the last dozen years or so, we've experienced just some of the most wonderful water. The latest is the Nican waterfall, and of course it gets rid of all of the bad stuff, but equally important is what it does to the water. Adds energy, structure, minerals, low redox. That simply means that there's extra electrons, which basically donates, and so it acts as an antioxidant. Your drinking water. Almost every disease expresses itself as an acid imbalance, and so having alkaline water just gives your body an extra boost. So I love that, and it gives a smooth, sweet taste. And so this is an amazing product. One of my favorite things to do is a friend or someone comes to our house, I'll say, hey, let me show you something. Everybody's interested in the water they drink, and about 70% of the people are afraid to get a drink out of their tap. And so I take them into the kitchen, show them our system, and I get a glass out of the cupboard, and I say, hey, we're up here in northern Idaho. We've got a nice aquifer, a lot better water than most places, but let me show you something. And so I fill a little bit in the glass from the tap and swish it, tell them to smell it, and all those chemicals. And taste, of course, not as good as it could be. And then I dump that out, and then I get waterfall water, ask them to smell that. Does it stink? Taste, oh, smooth, sweet, and delicious. Fantastic product. Now, one of the things I think is just fascinating is you can dramatically affect your health by simply the water you drink. And this, I think, was really brought home by a study I came across. And you can Google this, Fiji water, and on the same line type in Himalayan salt. And there was a study conducted. They divided into 4 categories, a bunch of people. One group was given exclusively Fiji water along with Himalayan salt to replace the normal table salt. And then the other extreme was just common tap water and ordinary table salt. And then to shake it up a little bit, they had another group with Fiji water and table salt, and another group with Himalayan water and tap water. So keeping that all on track. The thing that was astonishing was the group on the Fiji water and the Himalayan salt. Every body system that could be measured showed improvement. Also just an overall feeling of well-being, better sleep, more energy, cognitive, just feeling and memory. Everything was better. Very, very interesting. Now, one of the drawbacks is if you price Fiji water, we're talking about dollars per liter, and that's the exciting thing about Nican is I believe that the waterfall is actually Mother Nature's hero. So instead of shipping water all the way across the globe, its point of use, it takes your lousy tap water and converts it into something that I believe is actually better than Fiji water for pennies. And if you will get Himalayan salt or the real salt, which is prehistoric ocean water without the pollution and yet the full spectrum of all the minerals that our body needs, and replace that with the lousy table salt, it tastes better, but also I think you'll notice a marked improvement. And then replace your drinking water with waterfall. And again, pennies per gallon instead of dollars per liter. So here's something where you can dramatically upgrade your health, have optimum water, and just change your life for pennies. While I'm talking, if you want to do some more research, this idea of salt and water being foundational to health goes back a long ways. And I think one of the most interesting things as far as supplements was Rene Quinton, a scientist of over 100 years ago, eventually got together a lot of other doctors and established, I believe, 69 different clinics all throughout Europe and part of Africa, and they treated, no exaggeration, hundreds of thousands of patients through all sorts of various maladies, all of them with remarkable recovery and no side effects, with simply seawater. Well, actually, it was seawater that was taken from plankton blooms. So the plankton as that would grow, it would probably stir up extra minerals, and they feel probably actually added maybe genetic information and other raw materials that were preformed that the body could use. But fascinating study. This is actually something that many people, even today, after 100 years, still are devout users of the Quinton Marine Plasma. You can even get it on Amazon. It's typically about $2 a vial. They recommend at least one a day, up to 3, and they're about $2 a piece. So we're looking at about $4 to $6 a day, which is it adds up there. And the thing that's so exciting is these preformed saltwater things that have ready-made cellular chemicals that can be very good, but you already possess your own factory, your body, and if you give it the raw materials, you can probably make it yourself again for pennies. So that's why I'm so excited, is we've got something that everybody can afford, and it'll dramatically affect your health. So take a look at the waterfall. Dr. Batman and some of the other people, they tell you that you should drink at least enough water to be equivalent to your weight, divided in half and turned to ounces. So if I'm 200 pounds, then I should drink at least 100 ounces of water. And then they say that get the unrefined salt and a 1/4 teaspoon per each quart of water. And I don't recommend you mix it together. You don't want to drink brackish water, but just by your waterfall, have a salt shaker, put a little bit there, toss it, and then drink. And you can just feel the energy, the power. Do it.